at the Lissan house, 9:26. The app on my phone, and saying that the internet's not very good on my phone where I was camped last night. There's the opening times there. 1st of July, 31st of August, 12 to 5. Are they trying to say now they're not open the rest of the year? The 1st of September to 3rd of September, there's no times tipped off. Also open any public bank holidays. A lot of tape putting that saying. Open all year, 10 AM, gates closing time. So open all year is not taped off. I don't know, they've got a lot of duct tape here. I hadn't much internet at the Beating Mill where I camped last night. But the last message on my phone, I haven't looked at it yet, it says expect rain around 9 o'clock at Cookstown. Well, it's 9:27, the sun's shining. It's not to say the rain won't come, but gates close 8 PM. I've often thought about coming down here in the caravan, but if I meet something, the thing I know about down here, there's wee passing spots. Now, if I came here in the caravan now, you know you haven't got left or right, you think a car would pull on left. Most people wouldn't think about that. So I'd have to go on the left-hand side there to avoid the car. And most people, I could sort of get in a bit. But if you steer sharp on a caravan, the back end just sticks away out. So you don't really get in. But I notice all on this path here, there's these wee passing spots. And the grass is all's going well here. But see when you get down near the end and a couple of wee twists, there's no passing spots and there's piles of muck. So people are meeting on that corner at the very end where you see me get to the end of this wee road. See all these wee passing places here, there's no muck either side. Everybody's getting on well, but you never meet nothing here. You do not meet nothing. It's a two-way road. And the passing places are all pretty close together. Except for the last couple of corners. There's more passing places. So for 9/10 of the journey down here, I could risk a caravan. Car park's not too big, but it's the last bit. And you see with some people where they drive cars and panic. There's times I'm on a B road and a car comes towards me, they come to a complete stop. Even though I'm on my side of the white line, they're on their side of the white line. They see something bigger, they don't expect to see it. My caravan's not that big, but people panic. And if you've got, I wouldn't say like a woman coming up here, that's sexist, not like, but if you've got something that looks like a woman, you have a couple of wheels and they see a caravan coming, they panic. It could be a man, Luna, I'm not saying it's just women, but it's more likely to be somebody who hasn't got a wally, panics. And then they panic, they just sit in the middle of the road then and block everything up. And they want you to do all the work. But like a wee rabbit, when you share a torch on it, it just frees. And I often thought, well, if I come on first thing in the morning, if they open the gates at 9 o'clock, there shouldn't be anybody in before 9 o'clock. Well, I say them gates are not locked. Who's going to come out and lock them? And like there's fishermen down there where I beat them all, they come out early. And maybe somebody might come out jogging, quick a wee jog before they go to work in the morning, and you can meet them. Come on, you think you're the first one in. This wee road's not even on my sat nav there, like. Why is it not on the sat nav? Hold on, we're going a wee bit here. That lane is not on the sat nav. You think this would be in the sat nav here, wouldn't you? There's autumn now, there's the leaves lying. Autumn is happening down here, Luna. We're coming today to see autumn. So today was supposed to be a nice day up until that weather app mentioned rain. You see when you get to here now, like, you've got a ditch on each side, big ditch each side, there's muck and all there. Where's the passing places? Where is the passing places now? They come around these blind bends. You know there's a ditch on that side there. Further and farther between. So there's one there after the turn off. But by that time, a car meeting you there won't reverse back. And a van there now, you see. see that there, boys? So if I was coming in with a caravan now, what would you do? Horse box there as well. So they're going into that field there. .31, and that's why you don't think coming in the morning, but nothing here. I think that's the wee restaurant there. That's the wee Wants a Cafe, is it? Hatch or something on the side. They're going by a couple of them there, and you think it's horses. This is a horsey place. Lots of horses here. I never see them riding around, but the signs everywhere for horses. You have to be a member. There's a wee passing place in there to the left over. What spaces are in there, like? And like you know the drains is there. And it's this last wee bit here that put me out bringing the caravan on. That's the main wee car park there. It's very small. But you know what? I always like to park in here, but I often think if I came here in the caravan, this is where I have to go in the caravan in here. I'll just go in here because we've got a wee cup of tea later, it's better for her. But when I park in the car myself, I wouldn't park it where a horse box or something could go. She's still not very big. Last time I was here with my uncle, we parked underneath that tree there in the shade. Today we can afford to get a wee bit of sunshine, get this car dried out. And then the bottom, get the car dried out now, a wee bit of sunshine. So depending on the time of year, depends what way you point and stuff. This is where the fun starts, Minna! This is where the fun starts! Put the window down a wee tiny bit. That sun is shining now and it'll dry this car beautifully. You ready to terrorise now, Lena? Ready to terrorise? Oh, Lena's strapped on. Oh, the laptop needs turned off too. I'm going to turn this laptop off. There's my bag of rubbish I have from the last place. But I didn't park, the actual truck's not open now, so I didn't park in their bin. But the bin up here, because it's a charity, the bin up here is sponsored by Cookstown Council. So there's no difference of putting in that bin up here, or else putting it in the Cookstown Council bin. And then we're going to do this big long walk. We're doing the big long walk first thing this morning. So let's quick look at the house. There's the house there out in front. I was did a tour of that house. I couldn't believe just how bad it's got inside. They seem more interested in paintings and stuff than they are the fabric of the house. They want to buy more of the man's paintings. There used to be a painter, one of the boys. I think it's a lot of nonsense buying paintings. Do you know, if you had, say you got a car dealer now, and he sells cars, and ends up dying and he leaves his big mansion to somebody, would you expect them to go back and try and buy back every car that man sold? Because that's the car he sold. You wouldn't, would you? Well, this boy did paintings in that house and he sold the paintings. That was his living. And they're trying to get more art that he's done from all around the world and bring it back to the house. But instead of spending money out, I think we should be doing the house up. What's the floors and all falling down and stuff? But they seem more interested in the art. I don't get why you want to bring the art. The man did the art to sell. The fact he sold it, you think, you know, if you're an artist, you should be more thankful that the world appreciates your art and wants it, rather than trying to bring it back. And like all the charities want money. But from what I could hear, it's just, I don't know. The money should be spent on the house, the fabric of the house. Right, no. We're going to go now to the far side. We'll go to this bin. I'll go to the toilet when the toilet's here. Might as well use the facilities. But one of the things that annoyed me most about the house, the very end, they've got an interactive place. That would have been the type of thing you would have had 10-15 years ago. State of the art. Before tablets, PCs are coming out, and they'd all the stuff, all this electronic equipment, all done fancy. Something like you get in the folk museum or something like that. A lot of money spent on it. So I imagine Cookstown Council would have done it back in the day when they put in these signs. All lying, none of it working. Look how I did it. See, a pretty charity. I just seen such a waste of money. And it tells you the history of the place. But it's the last room in the house. You haven't got time to read it. You're on a tour. The tour lasted 2 hours, but it's the last room in the house. It should have been in one of these wee outbuildings where you just went down and spent your time reading it. I just thought such a waste of money. And you look around, you see waste everywhere. You have to think, well, what's the point in giving them a fiver, like? That's just going to be wasted. Ah, that's charities. Wee toilets here open 24 hours a day. Ah, toilet seat's missing that one now. Ah, some vandals took the toilet seat off. I know, look at wee hand soap and all there, but you see the time you put in these water heaters and stuff? Yeah, you're far better off just having hand gel. I don't know, we're going to go out this back path here now. This is the big part of the wood. I haven't done any of the wood down that way. I have done this bit, but I'm here to see autumn. Autumn is happening out here. Oh, I spent a wee bit of money since I was last here. Look at that. Aye. This used to be all fenced off here, dangerous and all the rest. This fence is taken away now and put across there because that's even more dangerous. But does that mean that's not dangerous no more? How the wee benches lying there, like? Surely they could stick them somewhere. Come on now, honey. Where's Lily gone? Oh look, somebody left a bunch of. Luna, Mum! Makes you wonder now, they're cutting up down all these other blocks and all. I never see no smoke coming from the house. The house is not going now. So somebody must be just using that for themselves. Maybe place to store the wood. Some farmer or somebody. But a wee ruin last week, a wee church ruin last week, and we took the roof off so many years ago because it was in dangerous state and left the 4 walls of the church. And I think the same should be done there. If that roof was removed, the better chance them walls would stand up on their own. But you see that roof falling down over there in the corner, it's going to pull the walls downward. You get a pile of snow on that now, like. It's going to, you probably see the chimney stack and all falling. Oh, I must plumb up my walks now. The one thing I liked about the tour, I did the last time, I could never understand this wing here. And it's only one bit of the house. There's 2 corridors down that wing. Brings you onto the 2nd floor. One time one of the boys was disabled, and that was access for him. And what I noticed, you see there where the windows are in the main house? There's wee seats in here. And I often thought, would the wee seats be for like taking off riding boots and stuff? See the wee seats in there? I don't know if this camera shows it up. There's wee seats each side. But that is repeated as you go on down into the house. So I reckon, although he's in a wheelchair, he's walking a bit. Not everyone in a wheelchair is 100% wheelchair like. Do wheelchairs for long distance. So he'd probably walk a bit. If he gets tired, he can sit down in the wee seat. So that's for him to get his breath back. So hold on, we'll get my walks up here now, Luna. Map my walks. I don't want none of that there. Just like the scared. Just next. What's it doing now? Must he run the background? Why do I want to run the back? All I want to do is just map me. Just do what you meant to do. Like, what's all this about? What's it doing now? No, I'm gonna give up on this. Unless I give it permission to spy on me all the time, it's not going to do nothing now. I'll close and start again. Let's see if we get this going. Finally got us started. Here we go now. Come on out, we're not interested in time, right? We don't time ourselves. We just go by amount of enjoyment we get. A wee puppy ball. I've got a wee twig or something stuck in my split, but I'll persevere to see if I can move. Now we're looking for autumn. We're looking for autumn today, Lena. I'm not going to do much talking in this here. I might just play a bit of music. I'm just going to record the walk. That's autumn. I want to get a layout of all the ground here. Ah, Luna, no wildlife chasing. Luna, come on. Not to chase wildlife. There's the autumn colours now, like. When I see a few autumn leaves, the forest at the end, you know, just think about it, just might be pine trees. Won't be much autumn taking place. These arrows and all for horses. These green arrows. So we're leaving the grounds of the house now. We're crossing this bridge and doing this bit of forest over here. Now last time I done it was a wee Luna, and we took the wrong road I took the last time. I want to, as I get the layout, so I might I brought me out near a wee village the last time. This bridge used to have wee fancy ruins. I seen it in the photographs when I did the house tour. Nice wee fancy steel ruins in this bridge at one time. Wonder how there's no trace of them. Somebody must have stolen for scrap. But I always like walking the original lanes. That's the way, you know what, Luna? We'll just go this way here. When I first came here, this is the lane I came down. And I came in, and as I came down here and came in, I didn't know if the house was private or what. I didn't come in the main entrance. I was very nervous. Didn't want to get too close to the house, but I wanted to have a nosy, like you do. So, we'll go out this way this time. Alright, this way this time, Pat. So I've never walked it this way. Because you can get a bit lost that way. That way is the... I want to see, when I get to the start, if I was to do the proper way and where it brings right in that lane. Because the last time I was a bit confused. But when I first came down this wee lane and I seen the shrubs, I knew I must be getting near. Because I was on my way to Lissan house, but I didn't know where the entrance was. Sat-nav was taking me to the wrong place. So I was backtracking then, so I was. And I seen the wee gate with a pile of gravel in front of it, and it was a forestry gate. So when I came into the forest, I was going to have forestry first to give wee Willow a quick walk, because he's fed up in the carriage, which was. And I didn't realise it was on the grounds of Lissan house. Now, it's probably not their grounds now, because they would have sold it off. You see how all the bricks were laid here to make a lane at one time. They haven't been dumped. Them bricks have been laid proper, like. It'd be interesting to know that they, the whole way across, they're not laid the same angle right now. That'd be nice if that was cleaned down to see how they laid them. Them bricks have been properly laid. So it must have been just it might have done the whole lane, just a mucky corner. Give the wee horses grip and all. But at that side there, the bricks are laid up and down the ways. Here they're laid that way. I would just say the middle was left. They probably kept them for the wheels of the wagons. Need to be cleaned up, you see. See, it's just stones here. So that must have been a bad corner there, and they laid the bricks. But I say they just weren't dumped. If that was today, they just dumped them in. That was properly laid. Luna! Well, no terrorising! And she didn't want to get out of bed there half an hour ago. Now look at her. But I left the forestry bit then. I seen a wee gap in the hedge and the ditch. And you can see where horses have been walking down, and I took a wee nosy down and brought me down here. I knew once I started getting the shrubs, you only get that in the estate, and would there be a possibility I could be in the Lissan House estate? And sure enough I was. Well, it turned out to be a terribly hot day, and wee Willow wasn't very good in the heat. Come on now, honey. Use your exercises this way. A wee bit mucky here, there needs a wee bit more bricks here today. But I often wonder, like, you see how low the land is there. You wonder if they just don't dig drains. I can't see anybody using this now. There's one field I think up here. You might get the odd horsey person maybe trying to get up here, but I can't see it. You need a proper 4x4 to get up this. You wouldn't come up this in a car. You see even the way them branches and all are leaning forward. If you're in a horse box, you'd be catching the roof on it. Every time you come up with a horse box, you'd have to walk it first and come out with a wee chainsaw. Make sure you don't catch some things. Here, lots of trees just fall. But anybody's got a dog that doesn't like other dogs and stuff, this is a place to come here. This is brilliant here, like. I don't think you ever get many people in this part of the wood. I like walking this, nice and soft, instead of listening to gravel. All I know is a wee bit of wind, but I'm not seeing much autumn here. It's all greenery. I can make a wee Christmas decoration there. See, Christmas is coming now, look. How far is Christmas now? I'll have Christmas this year and Christmas Day with wee Luna. I heard Christmas Day last year was the 1st of January. I didn't get it the 31st of October or 31st of December. So we had a wee Christmas Day then, the 1st of January for it. So I'll have it this year now, on Christmas Day itself. So that's 2 Christmas days she's having in 1 year. Never had my wee wall for Christmas Day. Now the way Luna goes on, maybe I won't have her for Christmas Day. Those stupid things. Last week I was in Glenveigh National Park. We had done Errigal, a mountain walk. Funny thing, you see when I was coming down from Errigal, I was getting a bit bored looking at mountains, you know. There's only so many mountains you can look at. But you see after I got down the bottom, I went back to work. I thought it was a brilliant day. You see, you look back on it, that was brilliant, like. I'd love to do it again. Sorry getting the bug now for walking mountains after Errigal. But I was looking, there's very few mountains like it, where someone like me with no experience can just go on a wee path and walk up a mountain. Most of the rest of them you have to have a compass. I wouldn't have a clue them places. It's a bit late in the year now to go up any more. Got out if they're local. But next year I'm going to try and fit out more mountains like that. And if they're further afield, try and do them all. There's the field in there now to the left, where this lane's going through. Now, see, we passed through the head. I think that's the one we came down now, you know. But I might just stay in this lane. I want to explore this whole bit of wood. So there's arrows there for horses. See the white one and the blue one. Different trails marked out for horses. So I think the last time that's where I came down. So that's where we have to go, because that's going to the field. This lane comes to an end here. A wee cow in there. Like, this lane's been here whenever the house was running. I knew the deer stock and stuff like that, you know. The thing is, you think with the lane coming up through the trees and all, and it goes out to open land, that could have been open land as well. But the forestry have bought that. So before the forestry bought that, that field would look like that. Could all open land, you don't know. Let them all up this way. I did the house tour, but found nothing out about the house really. Normally, you might know, all we heard was about mainly your woman who handed over to the trust. But the people who bought the house, they weren't the original settlers. They came over and paid cash for it. Like they actually bought the house, so they didn't put no Irish after land. They came over and they bought the house, and the original house is not the house you're in today. That's the second house. But they really only mentioned about 3 generations, I think, 3-4 generations at most. They weren't telling us how they're making their money. They came over, they had money, they bought the house. That's all very well. But once they were here, why did they lose the house? Why was one of them an artist? Didn't know nothing about that. And the house is split up for apartments inside. So they were renting them out as apartments way back before your woman took over the house. But why were they renting out for apartments? They must have money problems. When did the money problems start? How do you go about coming over, you buy the original estate, you buy all the ground, and then you build your first house? That was expensive. And then you build your grander house afterwards. That's expensive. And then it goes into apartments. What happened to that generation? The first couple of generations had money. And normally what they done, these ones had more than one house. So if you got to the stage where you had to split in apartments, you just sold off, stay in one of your other houses. But they didn't sell off, they split out their apartments and rented the apartments out. And how did that work? See, we're going to go this way today. That's where I went the last time. Let them on this way. We're going outside, let's see where it goes. Always I try outside first. Come on, Lena! See up there, that's the edge of the wood now. See the daylight? So, can't get too lost. The first time I came here, I was always see Luna now. Luna can easily walk 10 miles, no problem. If I take her 15 miles, she'll do it. I'll conquer it before she will. But we will always limit to how far she could walk. So when I came somewhere new, I couldn't go that far that I couldn't retreat. So you're always conscious of how far you were going with a wee willow. And when I came in this wood at the start, you couldn't deliberately go and do a longer tour in case they ended up 10 miles. She couldn't have done it with a wee leg. But because I've been here before, I know roughly. I could down the right butt. I know roughly, and we're going faster walking speed. There's no problem doing it with Luna. I've got to map my walks now. And what I should have done there, you know, see, map my walks, do a wee circle. And I should have done a wee circle there. Anywhere you get a junction, just walk around a circle. And then it leaves the wee circle, map my walks. And if I did a wee circle there, and did a wee circle there, you can draw a line between the two. And even if you don't walk the path, you know where it goes. So I messed up there. I should have done a wee circle at that junction. You can very much get a trail here like this. You have the wee horseshoe signs up, isn't it? Very few down this way. Oh, we're at the edge of the forest. We're in the edge. Still see the edge up there. We're not going to get lost. It's hard to know who owns this land now. I thought this was forestry when I first came into it. Them trees there are not very old. But I don't think there was a forest sign when I came in here to start. There's a forest gate. There's no actual forest sign. Maybe the forestry don't own this. That's all pretty good. It all said a ditch and all them wee trees. We could. I'm getting lost here. The ground's changing height around us. There's a wee stream over there. I would say over here is a bit of a trail. There's a wee bit of a ditch there. You just make it a wee bit of a ditch. So I would say it's down here now. Look, there's a wee trail there. It's pretty cool in here, you know. But we're not seeing much autumn. Just a lot of green shrubs. And you get the Roe Valley Country Park again sometime. Spend a day down there. The only thing with Roe Valley Country Park is more people in it. I'm just trying to make this up as I go along here. I think it's along this way. It's not very well marked out. There's a wee bit too green down that way. We'll go this way. Again, I'm getting stuck on my brambles here. If stuff will come back and go up that way. I want to try and get around the circle if I can do. But they're a bit hard to retrace the steps here. You can't really say there's a path here, can you? We're just walking through trees at random here now. This is not what I want to do. I want to find a trail. There's no path here at all now. You can feel the ground underneath is spongy. There's no path there at all. I may just head up to this main one up here. The shrubs and all around here. Before the shrubs, you need something to follow. There's no shrubs down that way. There's all the shrubs around here. You imagine they first planted the wee shrubs, somebody had to come out and water them. So the wee lane must have ran around here. That's the mucky bit. That's probably the lane up here. Probably up this way. See, that's all I would say that's the lane there. It's all muck. Luna! Luna! Come on! Somebody up there. You see, you come in the middle of nowhere. You meet what? This is the lane. We're on the lane now. Luna, stay this side. That could be a horse up there. You don't know. Oh, look at that nice now, a wee bit of sun. Come on, look. Ah, now look, it's looking more autumny now, isn't it? Yeah, a wee bit of sun changes the place. Trees are very tight here. So there's a wee path the whole way, it's just not used. It's getting lost. You walk it a couple of times, no problem finding it. Nice walk, but nice and soft in the feet. Hasn't been too many mucky, but there's been quite a bit of rain this last week. You like Lissan house, do you, Luna? The same old green fields down there now. I remember when you come in, there's a lot of horse jumps. A rain, a lot of horse jumps. And if you're on a horse, you'd leave the forest. You walk along the road and you enter the estate on further down. You go in another entrance. There's the main gate now as you come in. There you are, that's part of the walk done I wanted to achieve. I wanted to see where the wee path would go to the gate. So there's no real paths down that way. I'm just walking, there's no trails as such. And I see you go out there like, but that I think on down here, look, there's a wee bit of a sign. Knocked them. One down another bit. See, most folk on horses just walk through. See, not only that, but you can't go everywhere because a branch and a wee horse might gallop. A branch and knock off the horse. Right, see the wee bowl here, look. So somebody's put a wee trail down this way. We might be backtracking on ourselves, but there's the main gate that I'm heading towards over there. So we might do another wee loop here. They put a wee pole in here for some reason. Might as well do this now when we're here. They may have a couple more wee posts up. Show the way. Must be a grand wee place for a tent, wouldn't it? You put a wee tent there, like. There's the road out there, it's a very quiet road. You can park there with that carriage parked at the gate and put the wee tent up here. This is a brilliant wee spot. I might backtrack now, like, because there's no obvious path now. Wee bit of tape up there in the tree, so that's how people are marking the trail out. There, wee arrow over there. I will do a wee bit of this. I'd rather done it from the other way right now. But sure, we'll do it now, and then we'll know next time. I'm meeting a couple of horses along here. A wee stream on down the side, you hear the water running. Oh, there's a nice wee path here now, look. There's more tape. That's what I done years ago. When I marked out a trail, see when they put the tape on here, this path wouldn't have been here. You come out at the start, you mark your wee bits of tape. And then I did that in Irvie Wood. I'd be Lucy when I first dug. And I made a wee trail around the wood. Then after a while then, when you're walking it, your wee path starts to appear. And I started off with tape, and then I took the tape off, and then I put on electrical tape. No, I put on white paint. I had electrical tape. I bought a roll of electrical tape, you know, what you use for underground power cables. So I didn't want to leave the plastics up. So I took the tape down and put a wee bit of white paint on. And that was over 20 years ago. And you still find the odd wee tree with a wee bit of white paint on it. Most of the original path's gone now, because I stopped walking it and trees have fallen down and blocked it off, and nature's taken over. And they don't want people walking in no more, they want it for the wee wildlife. So I'm happy to leave it for wildlife. Because every wood now is a big forest now, like it's joined on to Nestwood. So I don't have to walk that wee bit I used to walk. That's before caravan days and all that. I used to go out there every weekend. Come on this way now, honey. Oh, she's getting a good walk here today now. I wonder if it's just going to take us round that field. If it is, it's taking me somewhere I haven't got a clue. There's a house up there. Might take us around the road, you know. There's too many houses up here in here now. The streaming houses, so it might come out on the road. I'll just get on ahead, fuck the house, just because I don't want her running on the road. I'll have to turn around, I'll turn around. Yeah, horses can cross streams, aren't they? So where are they going from here? They're crossing the stream and going up there onto the road. See that? So people are walking along the road and coming down the road and coming across the stream. And that's a handy thing about a full paw driven horse. There's a wee bit of deep water there. That'd be handy there in the summertime. Look at that there, crystal clear. Crystal clear. Luna can swim in that, it's that deep. Really deep over there. You don't want to swim this morning, do you, Pet? Oh, I feel the heat of fun here now. That's a nice wee place, that wee bench here now, so it goes. Well, we'll head back this way now, Pip. Well, I know next time where the wee path goes now. That's a wee dead end one there. That gravel's been thrown there. They must have got that gravel from the actual stream. Probably get a wee bit mucky here and chucked it up here. So that's why you have to check out all these wee footpaths and stuff. Sometime I'm coming down here now on a real hot day, I can step off that wee gate and I know where that wee pool is. It would be nice if you could walk on down and join on the pathway at the start and do a full circle. But there must be a reason why you can't. Probably boggy or something like that, or height difference in the ground. Or somebody would have done it.
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 27 minutes and 22 seconds. Split pace 27 minutes 22 seconds per mile.
Not doing too badly today, you know. 1 mile from the house. Luna, come on! Now if we go back this main lane, I should be warning him out. When I had wee Shadow, he was terrified of shots. Luckily it's not bothering her. Halloween's coming up shortly. But if Shadow was here now, he'd be running. Oh, some wee birds got killed by their fox. Shadow would be running and I'd have to go leave here. Then my bangers, and the best of it is, none of the farmers around where I live now have them bangers. And for years. They didn't have them when I first got Shadow. But I say about 5-6 years, them bangers were going. The last year, wee Shadow's life, he was going deaf. Couldn't hear him, it was bad. It was grand. You had to be close for him to hear, but when a wee dog's terrified of noises, it doesn't have to be loud. It can be distant like that. It still terrifies him. I went to Scrabble Tyrone also did, and the bang went that high leave it. So annoying me at times. You go fast distance, going away on holidays, and the bang will go off and random. And, back in the car and away you go. Must get hard to Scrabble Country Park. It's not an easy park to walk, it's one of the hardest parks to walk, Scrabble. Obviously, walking boulders part of it. No bother to do that. You sort of go two ways here. We're going to follow the tape. We're going to go back now onto the original lane in that I first entered this wood. And the wee horse jumps. So we'll scout around the whole outside. Any paths on the outside, we'll do them. See, I'm not looking for shortcuts today. I want to get this area of wood covered. And we might do the whole forest today. See what parts we can cover. But it's nice to do a section at a time. Get your bearings. This is lovely to walk on. Lovely and soft. Like walking on Hessian carpet. Hessian underlay and all that there. Wee bit of a sponge. There's the rush hour now. Very quiet road that. A few houses on it like, but not a lot happens. Probably going to church now or something like that. Chapel. My sister has a horse in the niece, and I often think it's the son. You have these horses in these stables. I don't think anybody should have a horse unless they've got a horse box or access to a place like this. If people want these horses as pets and all, it's not really right. The horse sits in a stable, it's a good around every day, like, but like, majority of the time, can you imagine like a wee Luna, if she was kept in a stable? Yeah, like once a day, give her half an hour walk, put her back in the stable and go home. It's not much of life. You need to live near somewhere like this. You can take them in. So there's the main gate over there now. But see, what I find, when I went to buy my house and all that there, you're thinking, first thing is, where do I walk my pups? Every house I went to look at, where do I walk my pups? The only place I stayed where I was because my mother-in-law across the road, family across the road, and they looked after. But I didn't think I could afford a house where I am. And I looked for houses elsewhere. And where am I going to walk in the morning? Where are they going to be in the afternoon? All this. So there's the main way in there. You see the boulders there, pile of gravel. That's a forestry gate there. But red horses to the right, green horses straight on. There's segregation here too.